What's going on, guys? So today's video I got JJ back and we're actually going to be doing another Acqua di Parma fragrance. I told you guys earlier in the year that I'm going to try and do one video a month from this brand for the remainder of the year, and today we're going to be talking about, this is a mouthful, Acqua di Parma Cipresso di Toscana. Alright, so this scent was actually launched in 2005 in its class as a woody aromatic. Note breakdown, you want me to read out the notes or do you get anything from it? Like, I could read it out if you want.
Well, as the name suggests, I definitely pick up cypress.
Oh, Jesus, yes.
I'm familiar with the scent of cypresses, and cypress essential oil. And one of the classic cypress scents from Days of Yore, which is Halston Z14. And I'm getting Z14 vibes from this.
Are you?
I am. Older bottles, not newer bottles that just smell like cinnamon candies.
Okay, so do you get it? Like, do you want me? You know, I'll just read off the notes. Top notes for this are going to be rosemary, basil, sage, grapefruit, and petitgrain. With the mid being lavender, pine tree, coriander, cardamom, jasmine, and lily of the valley. There's a whole lot of notes of this fragrance. Base is cypress, silver pine, vetiver, cedar, and oak moss. What it is for me is just loads of woods, a sprinkle of spices, and an undertone of greenery. It kind of smells like a spice rack in a forest.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
I like it. I feel like it's a somewhat modern interpretation of a woody aromatic from the 80s. I wouldn't necessarily say Drakkar Noir because that's usually the go-to for people when they don't have another reference point, but there's another one that I'm thinking of, and it's by Loewe, which is this Spanish house, a scent called Esencia that came out in the late 80s. It reminds me a lot of that too.
So you're referencing the 80s.
80s, yeah.
This smells vintage. Just like the Futura that we just did, this smells classical, but modern at the same time.
Yeah. I think that Acqua di Parma is really good at reaching back for these more classical styles in their gentlemen's perfumes, but making them with a newer twist. Right. Using more modern techniques, approaches, materials for it to appeal to contemporary tastes, perhaps.
Yeah.
It would be a good sort of like gateway. Like, I would say if somebody's kind of like, dipping their toes in the water of like classic scents, this would be a good one to kind of start off with. Like, if you enjoy something like this and you want more of it and you want it a little bit deeper, more mossy, then you would kind of venture into like the older stuff.
Yeah, what he said. But like, for me, like, it's a good introductory scent for someone to get into like the classics, the vintage fragrances, because it does have that old school vibe, but with a like, I don't want to say it's like it's overly modern, like a modern twist, but it smells more older than like a modern, like a classical scent with a modern twist. It has that classical feel, but I like it.
And that doesn't mean it's necessarily completely derivative or reductive. Like, it does stand well on its own from what I can smell. It's very well composed. So if this is it for you, if this hits the spot for you, then you found exactly what you're looking for to fill that sort of piney, spicy, coniferous kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Like, in some ways, this kind of smells like where I'm originally from, Northern Ontario, Sudbury, Timmins. It just has a lot of coniferous trees. I would think that cedar's in this. If I didn't read the notes, I would assume cedar's in it because it does have like that pine forest. Yes, pine is a note, but even like where I'm from, like, you got like the white pine and the red pine. It smells good. It's a very classical but versatile fragrance for someone who just like the Futura is for like a guy who's well cultured, well mannered, well sophisticated, all that kind of stuff. A worldly kind of person, and it's not like a casual scent. I find that to really pull this one off, you kind of have to dress up a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say if that's something that's on, if that's a concern of yours, that you want your attire and the way you present yourself to match your fragrance, this would be good for an evening out rather than maybe an office scent. What do you think? Good
suit and tie scent, night out, like a formal night out, like opera, a nice dinner date. Not like, like TGI Fridays, but like we have the Keg, which is a Canadian chain, but it's like a classy steakhouse.
Yeah, we have around here. We have Ruth's Chris, so somebody could go to
Ruth's Steakhouse. We had that before.
Yeah.
There was one just down the street.
Yeah.
Remember when Kevin Federline was married to Britney Spears?
Yes.
And when she sent the text she wanted to be divorced?
Yeah.
It was that Ruth's Steakhouse that was literally a 3-minute walk from my place. I'm not making this up.
Wow.
It's now turned into an office building. But it has that classy vibe for like a classy event. It's nothing casual. The versatility on this is good. It's like pretty much for any occasion. This is the Blue Mediterraneo line. You're thinking that it's like a summer scent, but I find that the woodiness in this could cut through the cold.
It could. I think this would be appropriate in autumn or winter.
Because I wore this to work a couple weeks ago when it was hot, and like even just a sample, 2 sprays on my arm was kind of like choking me out a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's a much heavier fragrance from the Blue Mediterranean line. Longevity was good. Off the sample was 6 to 7 hours. So price tag for this, solid, super economical. Like for a 75 ml, it's about $50, just over $50. For a 150 ml, it's like $85 USD. So for what you're spending, is great bang for your buck. I find that this brand is really good. It's a great introductory brand to get into niche.
Yeah.
If you're looking to get from designer to niche. And just like the Futura, you stated best that it has that, like if you're looking to get into the vintage fragrances, this is a good one.
It's a good gateway.
I don't have anything else to add, do you?
I think that's it. Great.
All right, guys. So that is our quick little sample review of Acqua di Parma, Cipresso di Toscana. I have to read that because that's a lot of Italian that for someone who doesn't speak it very well, or even knows how to pronounce it, I should say. So if you like this very video, leave us a thumbs up. If you want to see other Acqua di Parma fragrances, they will all be down in the description box below, including JJ's social media. So please check them out, especially if you're into like the more sophisticated and like vintage fragrances. That is his specialty. His tastes are totally different than mine. I'm a basic bitch type of kind of guy, as I stated. I'm more mass appealing, but every now and then I could truly appreciate a fragrance like this. And this is a brand that I really do love. It's one of my favorite niche brands out there, and I'm a cheap kind of guy. It's a great brand to get into if you're looking to save some money. So JJ, thank you very much for doing the video.
Thank you.
Guys, we thank you for your time. Take care, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everyone.